Beaten the Blue Blazers, knocked off Portland tonight 74-62. Let's go downtown to the Expo for highlights. Ever wonder what a weatherman does in between shows? That's Steve Adamson, dressed up as a Blue Blazers mascot. No problem. We go back to basketball, and Westbrook jumps out to a 16-11 first quarter lead. That's Todd Duchesne for two. Duchesne is the transfer for Bonnie Eagle, and he's starting to assert himself inside. He had 23 points tonight, 15 coming in the fourth quarter. The big scorer in the game, though, was Portland's Todd Miranda. He had 30 points, 20 in the fourth quarter alone. Westbrook led by 10 at halftime, and Portland tries to stay close off the steal. Mike DeAndrea will cut the Westbrook lead to 8 in the fourth quarter. But Westbrook answers with two jumpers by Todd Moore. Moore with 18 points, and Westbrook is in control. Moore can do just about everything on the basketball court. Here he'll come up right into your picture and bang home two more. Westbrook in control of this one down the stretch, hitting their free throws. Al Bugby for Portland had 8 points in the game. This one will go and the foul, but Westbrook will win this one going away 74-62. Westbrook now 4-0. Portland drops to 3-1. At the Portland Expo tonight, Portland and Barney Eagle. Dale Dorsett had 17 for Portland, leading their way in a 59-46 win. The Bulldogs led it all to stop 17-11 after one. Barney Eagle's Louis Butte had 19, but the Scots were never in this one. Portland led by 10 at the half. Todd Miranda for 2 of his 12. Al Bugby with a nice little move inside. He chipped in with a few points, and Portland led 45-32 after 3 quarters. Warren Johnson had 12 for Portland. The Bulldogs win their 11th, 59-46 over Barney Eagle. And
Portland High Bulldogs, that final 58-48. Don Bosco's Greg Baker sailing in here, scoring 2. He only finished with 8, though. Portland defensed him well. Big night for Portland High, though. Portland's Todd Miranda had a game-high 22-point. Here he steals it and lays it in. Portland again wins, beating Don Bosco.
And hits a couple in the early going for the Bulldogs. They led 9-7 after one period. Todd Miranda starts to heat things up in the second period. No one found a way to defense Miranda in this one. Secord hitting a couple. Portland led it 22-18 at halftime. Miranda had 12 points in that second period. Here he comes again in period number 3. He ended up with 26 points in the ball game to lead the Bulldogs. 26 of their 44 as Duchesne hits a couple for the Blazes. It was 32-24 after 3 periods. Miranda goes to work again, hits the jump shot. As we said, he had 26. Warren Johnson, the other Bulldog, with double figures. He has 13, and Portland wins at 44-37. In other action, a big win for Chevrolet tonight. In overtime, they beat South Portland 61-60. Morse rolls on 93-51 over Mount Ararat. Thornton Academy beat Edward Little 70.
South Portland tonight's first semifinal game. Portland and South Portland. Coin to Dale Dorsett on the alley-oop, and Portland led 14-9 after one quarter. Dorsett with 6 points. Now Mike Rope with the J for South Portland. He had 8 points. That ties it up at 18 all in the second quarter. South Portland stayed in it. Jeff Burwell will go inside and watch this little prayer. It will be answered. He'll get fouled, and you got it. Burwell had 7 points with time running out in the half. South Portland freezes it, and Cloutier throws the ball away. Jim Woodbury on the steal. Todd Miranda finishes it off. Portland led 25-22 at the break, just the beginning for Todd Miranda. He had 33 points, and he does it all in the second half. Off the block, Miranda will finish off the fast break. And Portland leads 42-28. They run off a big run there to pull away for the 65-47 win. Showtime for Todd Miranda tonight at the Civic Center.
He's a great basketball player. He has been working for this all his life, and he knows this is where he's got to come through, and he has. But obviously, he's a much better basketball player in a transition game. And this is what it was tonight, a transition basketball game where he can do a lot of good things. And, hey, that was the key. The press got Todd Miranda moving, and that's how he got his points.